Back to the channel. Today's video is going to be about stocks for the XM5. Not stocks in general, because stocks can vary quite a lot, and I'd like to do a video just talking through stocks on each of my replicas. But this has been something on this build which I've been debating. What stock should I put on it? Now, this is the one that comes with the TOXICANT XM5. It's fine. I mean, I think it's probably quite similar. Obviously, it's not real Sig, but you've got Sig branding on it. It came really loose out of the box. If you watched my little tip video, I basically put a bit of not double-sided, a bit of adhesive sticky Velcro. What do you call it? Velcro that basically has got adhesive so it sticks to stuff. I do that on the inside of my stocks generally, the actual stock, so that it stays soft on the stock tube and it actually just makes it very tight. I like a stock that's not wobbling around at all. So that's the one that I had on it from stock. I actually decided halfway through the build to switch it to something else, which I actually got a couple of comments on the channel where people are like, why have you put that stock on there? It looks weird. It's a heavy kind of, 6.8 round, 6.8 millimeter. It's a 6.8 caliber, round. So therefore, like, why have you got this kind of stock on it? And the stock that I decided to keep on it for a while was this one, was the Spear LT stock that I got actually with my APFG. I think it looks fantastic on this. I actually really like it. It just feels very, very solid in my shoulder. There's no real movement in this one. And it is perfect length for me. Obviously, it's not adjustable, but I just really, really like it. So I was using this on that. And again, I thought it was okay to start with. Then I started double thinking myself and like, oh, do I like that? Do I not like it? So I actually then thought about getting a third stock, which I was beaten to the punch. It's actually a Magpul one, which was quite short and stout. Jaeger Precision, if you don't follow his channel, go and check him out. Absolutely amazing. The amount of inspiration that he's given me on this channel has probably influenced more of my builds than anyone, and I just copy him for most of them. But he got that Magpul stock for here. And because I've copied so many of his builds in the past, I could not bring myself to getting the exact same stock that he's put on his. So I've decided to go for something different. It's in this box, and you may be able to guess who makes it because it's written right here on the front. But what I'm going to do actually is just show you guys this stock quickly, how it folds, etc. I'm going to quickly put the actual APFG stock on there, and then finally what I'm going to do is get this out the box so you can see what it is and then put it on. And in the comments below, I want to know what you guys think. Is this, which stock would you choose for yours? Do you like the one I've bought for it? And I'm hoping that the one that I got is actually going to be the one that I decide to keep on this actual replica. So, sorry, I got my short shorts on again, so hope you guys, that doesn't offend any of you. Right, so what I'm going to do is quickly show you this one. So this is the one that comes with the TOXICANT. I've showed you the branding. It is a foldable stock. This actually is just really awkward to like put in. It's not bad kind of getting it out, but I don't necessarily like that, how it kind of doesn't sit flush. It does also block your charging handle. So if you're trying to like actually charge it while this is in that collapsed position, it's not great, but it will do it. You can unfold it, then you can do it. It's not a reciprocating charging handle, so it doesn't really matter once you've got it charged. And obviously then you can just release the bolt, but obviously it is something just to bear in mind, is that is going to block it. So that's this one. Give you the quick look of it. Let me know what you think. The Sig stock. I'm then, or I am now, going to quickly just remove this one. And I'm going to show you guys what the other one looks like. I'm going to show you guys what the APFG one looks like. And then finally we'll go to the new stock, which I'm very excited to show you. So I'm just going to use this. It's a Torx screw to get it off. I don't know if that's relevant to you at all. I don't know the price on this stock because it came with the actual replica, but the replica itself is a $1,600 replica. So if that is anything to go by, this should be quite expensive. But I know some people, when they've been doing the reviews or been doing kind of overviews, have made note of how it seems like they have cheaped out on the stock slightly. And so I would not say it's the most expensive looking stock that I've ever seen, for sure. So I don't know if that's actually going to be hardly any of the price. There's my Spear LT without a stock. Don't think you would ever use it like that, but that's an option. I suppose that is also the big, not big advantage, but it's one of the advantages of the MCX system over an AR-15 or an AR system, is that you have that, again, that option to do that. Which you can change out the actual stock, but it needs to fit on a buffer tube, whereas this, you can actually fold it, and it has that kind of different kind of customization where you can go for different versions. So this is what it looks like with that. And now that person made the comment, or the couple of guys made comments about it, and how kind of like thinned out this is. I can't remember what someone called it, like some kind of foot. But what I do love is that, like, it folds flat to the actual body. So locks in place. It's really easy because it's so thin just to actually like extend it. I love how like it actually just sits in my shoulder like I do on the Spear LT. I would say, like, I mean, this is a front heavy replica, mainly because I've put these attachments on here. So that's one thing I do like. I'm not sure it annoys me too much, because if I'm kind of making it ready from up here, it's not too bad. It doesn't get in the way, but it definitely is going to be... The thing with this actually is because it's so bulky in the actual body of this replica, it doesn't feel like insane, like it's kind of overweighted in that way, but it definitely is a front heavy, you know, like it's kind of balancing there. Like it's not kind of too heavy at the front, but that definitely is something. And I don't know if you guys think that's weird. I do like how this sits flush here. It's obviously kind of not taking up the full rail. You've got that little bit there. I don't know. I don't mind it, actually. The more I like put it on, I'm like, okay, this isn't so bad. Maybe I should just go with that. So that's what that one looks like. It's the APFG. Again, I don't know the actual value of this one. It comes with the APFG Spear LT. I think it comes with all of their spears. All of their Spear LTs. It's not like one length of it has a different one than another. That's the 11-inch version. So those are the two we have so far. Obviously quite a bit of difference between them, same attachment points, but apart from that, all different. Which leads me on to this. Hopefully, this one is the one that I think is going to be the one that's going to work for it. I actually was looking at this for a while because, you know, online you can go like, hey, what would fit my TOXICANT, or what would fit my XM5, XM7? Looking up reviews from these people. Looking up pictures of the actual real steel and being like, oh, what's this person got on it? What's the stock standard thing? And I like doing, like, for instance, for this one, I've done a Sig sight, I've done a Sig magnifier. Like, I kind of like keeping everything in the same ballpark, especially when it's Sig, because they seem to just be getting contracts everywhere, and they make kind of a whole array of products, which, you know, basically everything. So I kind of thought with it, I'm going to go with the Sig brand. And I wasn't sure about this. When I saw it online, I was like, I don't know if I like it. It's a bit ugly. I was at SHOT Show and I went to the actual Sig booth, went and had a look at the stuff there. And I have to say, I kind of picked it up, this thing here, and I was like, I quite like it. So what I went with is this, which is their telescoping stock. This one is, unlike the last two we looked at, real steel. Now, what I wasn't quite sure about was like this kind of shape. It kind of looks a little bit like Scar Ugg booty kind of style to me. But when I looked at it in pictures, it just looked a lot bigger. Like the actual, it just looked a lot more chunky. And when I actually went and felt it at SHOT Show, I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. Now, one thing I do already realize is there's a little bit of rattle in that, and that is going to annoy me. And the other thing is that is not going to be something that I can put Velcro in, because if you look here, it's not like a regular stock tube. It's kind of like an H shape. Like it's a kind of like a slight rail, which is going to be good because it's super light, this thing. Or it's just super, it just feels really good. I mean, this is real steel, so real steel, you don't need it in Airsoft, like obviously, but I do like getting real steel everything. This one is between about 180 and 220. That's kind of what you're going to look to pay for it. You can get it in lots of different places. You can get it in black. You can get it in FDE like this. But I do think it's really cool. Like, you've got a QD mount right here. Again, it's got the Sig branding because it's actually from Sig, this one. You have like an actual sling loop here that you could just run your sling through there if you want to. That angle is quite strange, so I might look at doing that and just seeing what it is. It's actually got like a little like a lock pin kind of thing there. You have to like push it right the way in order to move the stock. You can see there, it's like a kind of I need to move my face out of the way. It's like a kind of little like indent that you need to be able to do. I can't push that in without it. So that's kind of something which is good for me because I don't like moving it around that much. It comes with an adapter or an actual piece which is going to go in there, just a hex or a Torx, screw. But this should work fine, I'm hoping. Yeah, that's good. So I'm releasing that there, and we're going to try and put this on, and we're going to see what it looks like. Now, as I said, I'd really like to know what you guys like out of the three that we've gone through here. Is it going to be the one that comes with it stock? Is it going to be that Spear LT minimal kind of thing? Or is it going to be this? So the big reveal, that is what it's going to look like. And I don't know if I love it, to be honest. Let me just make sure that is as far in as it will go, it looks like. Yeah, so it's kind of got an angle on it here. That is what it's going to look like there. And so for me, that's kind of perfect length. It might even be a little bit long, to be honest. The actual movement of unlocking it is fairly easy. It does sit flat, this one. So that's another advantage over the stock one. And getting it undone is going to be a nightmare. Like, these do loosen up, I find. It's just a bit like a, the spring is obviously pretty solid and tight when you get it. But that's what my current build now looks like. And so, the only thing I'm not sure about is it's kind of like this extendable bit here. It's just seems pretty long. So the actual name of this, just in case you guys are looking at it thinking it's the Stock X-Fold telescoping 1930 interface. Sig folding and telescoping. That's kind of what they're... Sig folding and telescoping stock. I don't know. It might grow on me, guys. I do think it's good. As in, like, it fits the Sig profile. It's a good size. It's not too big. It does have a little bit of rattle. It's not a lot at all, and it is real steel, so it's going to be built properly. I don't know what. Like, the more I look at it, the more I like it. And it does make this build even more expensive, which I need to do the calculations on this thing, but it is getting to a... I mean, it already was at a ridiculous level. It's now getting to an out-of-control level. Anyway, guys, that is going to be me on this. We've gone through 3 stocks. We have the Spear LT skeletonized, the stock one that came with the TOXICANT, and then we have this, which is the telescoping and folding Sig real steel. So I want to know down below in the comments, please let me know which one you prefer, which one you would put on your replica. I'm going to keep it like this for now. See, that already is a lot easier to do. Boom. Spoke too soon. It's almost like as long as you get the hook, there you go, and we're good. Yeah, I mean, feels very comfortable. I'm just not sure about the look. So let me know which one you like, guys, which one you would pick for yours, and we can continue that discussion. I'll be back very soon with some more videos and another video, or at least a few more videos on this thing because I'm obsessed with it. And I've got to get some gameplay soon. I actually was going to take it out last night, but a friend decided to put an end pass in the actual bolt, or I asked him to, and then that ended up with him stripping one of the screws, which means that I'm having to drill that screw to then put the end pass in. It's not going to damage it, but Just means I can't play with it right now because it doesn't have a bolt in it, as you can probably see. There's no charging handle here. So I will have some gameplay, but stay tuned. It will be coming very soon. Thank you so much, guys. Speak to you all soon and have a great day wherever you are. Goodbye.